What's up, everyone? I'm going to go over how to get your CSGO config into CS2 and all the changes that you'll have to make to the config file itself so that it ports over to CS2 smoothly and you don't have to freak out about getting your config. There's a couple big changes on how CS2 handles configs, but I'll go over it. It'll be simple. It'll be a painless process, and yeah. So navigate to your Steam folder on program files 86. And there's two things you need to know about. You need to know about user data and Steam apps. So in user data, if you want to go to this little folder, these are the 3 Steam accounts that's ever logged into this PC. Just go to which one associates with yours. The easiest way I do it is whatever is date modified, the most recent, and then you just go to that. 730 is for Counter-Strike, local is your local config, and these are all the CS2 config files that are specific to your user. Since we're going to be editing the default files, I'm going to go ahead and delete these and kind of show you the process through editing all the files that you need. So if you delete those, every single time you launch CS, it'll be recreated, don't worry. And then the second place that you want to go to is all the way back to Steam. And then you go to Steam apps, common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, game. The game folder is basically the CS2 folder. And you're going to go to CSGO. Inside CSGO, this will feel familiar. It's like what you see on CSGO. But for CS2, you're going to go to config just like normal, and you're going to create an auto exec file like this. If you open up the auto exec file, as you can see here, this is all of the changes I'll make. And then this is what I had before in CSGO. So we can kind of talk about the differences that you'll have to make. The very first and most critical thing that you need to fix that most people will freak out when they load their config in is the fact you can't move left to right. And that's because in CS2, they've updated A and D. Instead of plus move right, plus move left, it's going to be plus left, plus right. To be honest, probably a good change. Makes it more straightforward, but make sure you switch that in your config folder. If we scroll down, it's the same thing. So S and W are the same thing in Go. It's plus back and plus forward. Not too sure why it is completely switched, but you need to do that. Any jump throw bind that you have, you need to get rid of, or it'll make your character not able to jump the rest of the game until you reconnect. So just in this case, I deleted my W tap jump throw bind and my just regular jump throw bind. Just unbind them, and it'll be a lot smoother. It's built into the game. You should be fine. Yeah, so that's kind of the main things until we get down to this mouse X and mouse Y. If you unbind all, it's going to freak out. You're not going to be able to aim. You're not going to be able to shoot, anything like that. So make sure in this place, somewhere in the binds, you're going to bind mouse X to yaw and mouse Y to pitch. That's going to let you look around like normal. For whatever reason, they added this to a bind, probably for accessibility reasons. So make sure you do that in your config. The next thing that I kind of want to go over, it was kind of weird for a little bit, but mouse 1 is plus attack. It's the same thing as CS, but when I was trying it, it kind of messed up. If you have an issue with mouse 1 plus attack 2 and something's not working, like you can't shoot, either try to restart your game or go into the actual settings in CSGO and you can bind them manually there. Okay, the next change that I'll need to show you, that's kind of a niche topic, is about no clip. I was having an issue where this entire setup would just mess up my no clip. I'd freeze, it wouldn't move. I thought it was a weird W issue, but I found out it's actually the speed value has changed. If we scroll all the way down to where no clip and spectating is, you'll see that SV_spec speed is set to 1200 on the new CS2 version. And same thing with the no clip, wherever the no clip is, SV_, where's the other 1200? 1200, yeah. So there's a no clip speed right here. Set them to high values. So I set it to 1200, that's the default value now in CS2. If we look at that in CSGO, the difference is quite clear, as the spec speed was set to 3 and the no clip speed was set to 5. Weird value change, but good for spectators and no clip, that you can have more control over the speed you actually want. It could be cool for frag movies, stuff like that. But make sure you change this value or you're going to think that your no clip's broken. All right, so now that we have the auto exec file, I'll show you where to put it. Basically, you go to the Counter-Strike. I'll just go back, common, CSGO, Oh, it's actually Steam Apps Common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Game, CSGO, CFG. Throw the autoexec.cfg in here. And what you're going to do is once you launch Counter-Strike in Source 2, it will automatically apply all those settings. If you want to be safe, and normally I do this just to make sure that the config is completely wiped and you're good to go. If you go to Steam again, and you want to delete the user data, make sure to do that. So just again, it's Steam user data, your user, 730 local CFG, delete everything in here. And you'll see when you launch CSGO in the Counter-Strike 2 limited test, you'll see that instead of having the default config, everything will be updated to what I had before. No main menu volume, that's good. That's a good sign that you did it right. You'll see that I can now click tilde by default for console, great. And then if we go into a warm-up game or a practice game, you can see the crosshair will be set. You can see all of your binds will be set. The easiest way for me to test is just seeing if my my chat binds work. So if I go in here and click P, you'll see like the different chat binds working. SV_cheats1. No clip is working as expected. You can shoot, you can look around. The buy menu, everything that you ever would need is here. And that's how you import your config into CS2. If you have any questions, shoot them down below in the comments and I'll try to get around to them. Peace, guys.